The Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway carrying nearly 20% of the world's oil, is now at the center of a global crisis. Following US and Israeli strikes on Iran, Tehran has imposed a de facto blockade, choking energy flows and pushing oil prices above $100 a barrel. Now, the United Kingdom, led by Keir Starmer, is attempting to do what the United States has stepped back from: lead a 40-nation coalition to reopen the strait. The stakes are immediate. From Asia to Europe, countries are rationing fuel, cutting industrial output, and scrambling for alternatives. But this is not just an energy crisis. It is a test of whether global order can function without Washington at the center.
The UK has now brought together 35 nations around our statement of intent to push as one for maritime security across the Gulf. And today I can announce that later this week, the Foreign Secretary will host a meeting that brings those nations together for the first time, where we will assess all viable diplomatic and political measures that we can take to restore freedom of navigation, guarantee the safety of trapped ships and seafarers, and resume the movement of vital commodities. Following that meeting, we will also convene our military planners to look at how we can marshal our capabilities and make the strait accessible and safe after the fighting has stopped.
Starmer's plan hinges on diplomacy first: sanctions, UN pressure, and coordinated maritime action. Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper has accused Iran of weaponizing global trade routes.
We have seen Iran hijack an international shipping route to hold the global economy hostage. This is hitting the trading routes for Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, the UAE, Saudi, Oman, Iraq, but that means liquid natural gas for Asia, fertilizer for Africa, and jet fuel for the world. And that Iranian recklessness towards countries who were never involved in this conflict, which we and 130 countries across the world have strongly condemned at the United Nations, is not just hitting mortgage rates and petrol prices and the cost of living here in the UK and in many different countries across the world. It is hitting our global economic security.
But the absence of the United States looms large. President Donald Trump has made it clear: Washington will not lead this effort.
The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on.
The challenge is stark. Iran controls the geography, has restricted passage, and is even considering tolls for ships. Experts warn, without direct negotiations with Tehran, reopening the strait may not be possible. For now, Starmer's coalition is a gamble, balancing diplomacy, deterrence, and global pressure, because this is no longer just about oil. It is about power, leverage, and whether the West can act without the United States.